Welcome back. Wallpaper was really big in the 80s. My mom had leopard and like tiger wallpaper in our living room. I'll never forget it. Well, that went out of style kind of in the 90s. But in recent years, wallpaper is actually making a comeback. And two local women are giving Borno wallpaper a boost. Shishi makes custom hand-painted wallpaper with their work popping up on design shows, even inside the Mall of America. Kendall introduces us to the women behind Shishi. Look.
Kate, walk me through this process, because I can see even a little bit of like how you guys did this. How do you start?
Yeah, so truly with this design specifically, we sat down and just sketched a bunch of different chandeliers. And from there, we laid out the pattern digitally and kind of decided what color, what scale, how far apart, and then we actually project the design on the wall.
Like a projector.
Yeah.
Like old school projector.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
From there, we draw the design on the wall with water-soluble pencils and start painting as soon as the design is drawn on there.
Why did you decide to put it on the ceiling? I gotta imagine it's way harder.
One thing that Jenny and I are really good at is taking things way too far. We start with an idea and it just kind of snowballs out of control. Like, what if, what if, what if? This is a perfect example of Shishi taking it one step too far.
Tell me how this all came about. You guys were like...
We actually kind of did it as like a passion project, like as friends to support each other. We were both going through breakups and we had a lot of extra energy that we needed to put into something. It kind of snowballed into this awesome experience for us, so we just kept it going.
I love that. It's like, okay, we just decided one day we were just gonna do this because we broke up with people. Were you guys friends before this? Were you colleagues?
Our exes actually introduced us probably like 3 to 6 months before this all began.
Even better.
So we were like new friends and we really liked each other. We were kind of like, wow, like we found this amazing person in town to hang out with. Kate's background is illustration, mine's interior design, and we had worked on a couple custom wallpaper projects together before we like really launched into the hand-painted scene.
Shishi.
Yes.
Was that an ode and a little homage to the fact that you two were, hey, let's do this together. This is female, strong, we don't need them, creative outlet. Is it totally nothing to do with that?
Oh no, I mean, it's certainly because there are two women, you know, starting this new venture together. It's also based off of, you know, we started with this like hand-painted wallpaper. It's kind of Shishi, you know?
Oh.
But
like this,
so it's like a play off of
that?
It's a play off of that word mixed with like two women doing this together.
We've talked about this, Eric and I, off camera. We mentioned it to you guys. You've the coolest website with the coolest pictures ever.
Like we worked really hard to get this project done. Now we get to have fun and create a fairy tale-like scene as a photo shoot. So I think because we're both so creative, it lends itself nicely.
You guys have work at the Mall of America too. That's probably like, I would think a lot of people would have seen that. You've done some work literally filmed right here for HGTV, so a lot of people have probably seen that. Is there anything else around the Twin Cities that people might not know that is stuff that you've done?
The Laura Hotel in Stillwater did their coffee shop and their bar area. We've done the Julia, which is a new apartment complex in Northeast, and that's a pretty cool one too. It's a really, really tall hand-painted scene that depicts one of the owner's family members from back in the day, and she was a really strong-willed woman, and we like drew stuff based on her life and made it into a pattern.
As female business owners in Minneapolis, do you think that the Metro is kind of a good place for that?
Oh my gosh, yes. The creative scene in this town, everyone like binds together and lifts each other up every chance they get. Like this website exists because photographers in town like guide us and help us, and you know, other local creatives like helped us build that website. I mean, we couldn't have done it without everyone else. So yeah, I mean, I think if we were in a different city, we wouldn't be where we were.
Minneapolis, St. Paul, lifting people up. I love that. I have seen that at Laura when she mentioned Laura, beautiful hotel in Stillwater if you're looking for a little staycation. But and I was like, wow, this is very specific to the overall
to the actual hotel.
To the actual hotel. I'm like, how did they do this? Shishi.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's really neat about them too is that they were both, hey, I think this might be fun. Would you want to do it? And now they want to work with not just wallpaper. You can order it now on their website. But they said maybe we'll get into more interior design things, like pieces that, like a lamp. You could have a lamp with custom wallpaper that's painted onto it. It's just this really neat concept. And the house itself that we were in, beautiful. I mean,
Really?
because it's her house. She was like, "Oh yeah, here's my house." I'm like, "Can I move in?"
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Can I live in one of this?
Please?
So you can go to them with any design element and they will craft, like you can say, I like birds and leopards and Aaron Schwab. And then they'll draw,
and there's Aaron Schwab. Yeah.
And then they'll put little Aaron Schwabs with leopards.
Yeah, I think they're really. We actually the next day went to this place called the Coven, which we will be showing on here at a later date. But they did the wall mural there, and it's all kind of again a thing about female empowerment and just the things they come up with. They're so neat and so creative.
To learn more about the custom wallpaper, check out their website. You heard it's a really great website, buyshishi.com. Easy to remember.